Hat if some of the vegetables in your kitchen, the ones you've been told are healthy, might not be working as well for your body as they did 20 years ago? Here's the thing. Your body at 65 isn't the same as it was at 45. Your digestion, kidney function, and inflammation responses have all changed, and that means some foods that were once neutral or beneficial might now be working against your comfort and mobility. But don't worry, I'm not here to take away all your favorite foods. I'm here to help you understand which vegetables might be worth reconsidering, and which ones can become powerful allies for your joints, bones, and energy levels. Welcome back to our channel. I'm here to give you practical, science-based nutrition advice that actually makes sense for your changing body. Before we start, this is educational information, not medical advice. Always check with your healthcare provider before making dietary changes, especially if you take medications or have health conditions. Today, we're talking about something I call nutritional fine-tuning, small adjustments that can make a big difference in how you feel every day. Let me be clear, no single vegetable is going to make or break your health. But after reviewing research and working with seniors for years, I've noticed some patterns. Certain vegetables can be more challenging for aging bodies, while others seem to offer extra benefits. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness. So you can make informed choices about what works best for your body. I know some of you might be thinking this sounds like nonsense, that vegetables are vegetables. I get it. I was skeptical too until I started hearing consistent patterns from viewers and seeing the research. But stick with me, because even if this helps just one person feel better, it's worth discussing. The first vegetable to approach mindfully is high-oxalate vegetables like spinach, particularly when eaten in very large amounts. Let me start by saying, spinach isn't poison. It's incredibly nutritious. But if you're someone who drinks green smoothies with 2 to 3 cups of raw spinach daily, that's roughly 6 large handfuls, or if you have a history of kidney stones, this might be worth considering. Spinach contains compounds called oxalates. When you consistently eat more than about 1 cup of raw spinach daily over time, these can potentially interfere with calcium absorption and, in people prone to kidney stones, contribute to stone formation. But here's the key. If you've never had kidney stone issues and eat spinach occasionally, this probably doesn't apply to you. A better approach is simply to rotate your greens. Try arugula, romaine, butter lettuce, or Swiss chard a few times a week instead of spinach every day. You'll get more variety in nutrients and avoid any potential buildup. Important note: if you're on blood thinners, talk to your doctor about keeping your vitamin K intake consistent from any dark leafy greens. The second group to be mindful of is raw cruciferous vegetables in large amounts, but only if you already have thyroid issues. Raw kale, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts contain compounds called goitrogens. For people with healthy thyroid function, this isn't a concern at all. But if you already take thyroid medication or have been diagnosed with thyroid problems, eating large raw kale salads daily, we're talking salad bowl-sized portions, might interfere with your medication. The simple solution is to cook these vegetables. Steaming, sautéing, or roasting breaks down these compounds while keeping the nutrients. If you don't have thyroid problems, enjoy your raw kale smoothies without worry. This is really about being aware of your individual health situation and making choices accordingly. The third category is nightshade vegetables, and I'll be honest, this one is controversial even among nutrition experts. Tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, and potatoes contain natural compounds called alkaloids. Some people report that these foods seem to increase their joint stiffness or arthritis pain, while others notice no connection at all. The research is mixed, but the anecdotal reports are frequent enough that it might be worth a personal experiment if you have unexplained joint issues. Here's what I suggest. If you have arthritis or joint stiffness that you can't explain, try avoiding these 4 foods for 3 weeks, then add them back one at a time and see how you feel. Keep a simple notebook. Write down what you eat and how your joints feel the next morning. Your body will tell you if there's a connection. But please don't eliminate nutritious foods unless you notice a clear pattern. Many people eat tomatoes daily with no issues whatsoever. This is about individual sensitivity, not universal recommendations. The fourth vegetable worth reconsidering is white potatoes, but this is really about portion size and blood sugar management. A large baked potato, think softball size, can raise blood sugar quite rapidly, similar to eating white bread. After 60, when our bodies don't handle blood sugar spikes as efficiently, this becomes more relevant. But I'm not saying never eat potatoes. Instead, Try smaller portions, tennis ball size. Choose boiled or steamed preparations over baked when possible, and always pair them with protein and vegetables to slow down sugar absorption. Sweet potatoes are a great alternative because they have more fiber and nutrients, plus they don't spike blood sugar as dramatically. The key here is understanding that it's not about the potato being bad. It's about how your aging body processes it differently than it used to. Now let's talk about 4 vegetables that truly shine after 60, and I want to start with the real powerhouse, broccoli. Here's where the science gets genuinely exciting. Broccoli contains a compound called sulforaphane that research published in Arthritis and Rheumatology suggests may help protect cartilage from breakdown and could potentially slow osteoarthritis progression. This is particularly relevant for seniors because cartilage breakdown is one of the main causes of joint pain and stiffness as we age. 1 cup of broccoli also provides more vitamin C than an orange, and vitamin C is absolutely essential for collagen production, the protein that keeps your skin firm and joints cushioned. The preparation tip that makes a difference. Light steaming for 3 to 4 minutes maximizes the beneficial compounds while preserving the vitamin C. Overcooking destroys both. If you've been avoiding broccoli because you remember the mushy, overcooked versions from childhood, give properly prepared broccoli another chance. It can be tender yet crisp, with a mild, almost nutty flavor when prepared correctly. The second vegetable that's particularly beneficial for seniors is carrots. Carrots are loaded with beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A as needed. This supports eye health, helping prevent macular degeneration, which affects 1 in 10 seniors, along with skin integrity and immune function. The fiber in carrots also feeds beneficial gut bacteria, and emerging research shows a strong connection between gut health and inflammation throughout the body, including in joints. Plus, they're naturally sweet and satisfying, making them perfect when you're craving something crunchy instead of reaching for chips or crackers. Carrots are also incredibly versatile. Enjoy them raw, roasted with a drizzle of olive oil, or added to soups and stews. The beta-carotene is actually better absorbed when carrots are cooked with a small amount of healthy fat, so that roasted carrot side dish is doing your body multiple favors. The third excellent choice is colorful bell peppers, specifically the red, yellow, and orange varieties. These are vitamin C powerhouses. A single red bell pepper contains more vitamin C than most citrus fruits. They also contain anti-inflammatory compounds like quercetin that may help reduce overall inflammation in the body. This is particularly important for seniors because chronic low-grade inflammation is linked to many age-related health issues, from joint pain to cardiovascular problems. Why do I specify colorful peppers instead of green? Green peppers are simply unripe versions of the colorful ones. The ripe versions have significantly more nutrients and are generally easier to digest, plus they taste sweeter and less bitter. They're also more versatile in cooking, delicious raw in salads, stuffed and baked, or sautéed with other vegetables. The fourth vegetable that offers unique benefits for seniors is leafy greens like arugula and romaine lettuce. I know this might sound boring compared to exotic superfoods, but these greens are rich in vitamin K, which is essential for bone health, and folate, which supports brain function and energy levels. Many seniors are deficient in both nutrients. These greens are also lower in oxalates than spinach, making them gentler on the kidneys while still providing excellent nutrition. They're versatile, great in salads, sandwiches, or even blended into smoothies with fruits. Arugula has a peppery, slightly spicy flavor that adds interest to meals, while romaine provides a satisfying crunch and mild taste that pairs well with almost anything. Let's talk about the medication connections, which are crucial for many of us. If you take blood thinners like warfarin or Coumadin, you need to keep your vitamin K intake consistent from week to week. Don't suddenly start eating lots of dark leafy greens without discussing it with your doctor first. They may need to adjust your medication. If you take diabetes medication, monitor your blood sugar when making any dietary changes, especially around starchy vegetables like potatoes. Some medications interact with certain foods. Grapefruit is famous for this, but always check with your pharmacist about any potential food interactions with your specific medications. This is why working with your healthcare team is so important when making dietary changes. Here's the most important part. We're all different. Your neighbor might eat tomatoes daily and feel great, while they make your joints ache. Your friend might thrive on spinach smoothies while they contribute to your kidney stones. This is why I encourage you to pay attention to your body's responses. If you want to try tracking this, keep it simple. Get a small notebook and write down what you eat and how you feel the next day. Look for patterns over 2 to 3 weeks. You might be surprised by what you discover. Trust your own experience over any general advice, including mine. Here's my practical challenge for you, because I know making big changes all at once never works. Pick just one small change to try this week. Maybe swap your daily spinach smoothie for one with romaine lettuce and see if you notice any difference. Try roasted carrots instead of crackers with your afternoon snack. Notice how your joints feel the morning after tomato-heavy meals like pasta with marinara sauce. Or experiment with steamed broccoli instead of your usual vegetable side dish. The key is making one small change and paying attention to how you feel. Small, consistent changes often matter more than dramatic overhauls. And always, I cannot emphasize this enough, work with your healthcare team, especially if you take medications or have chronic conditions. Your doctor and pharmacist are your best resources for understanding how dietary changes might interact with your specific health situation. Let me leave you with this summary you can screenshot or write down. Be mindful of large amounts of high-oxalate vegetables like spinach if you're prone to kidney stones. Cook cruciferous vegetables if you have thyroid issues. Consider eliminating nightshades temporarily if you have unexplained joint pain. Choose smaller portions of white potatoes and pair them with protein. Embrace broccoli for joint protection, carrots for eye and gut health, colorful bell peppers for vitamin C and anti-inflammatory benefits, and gentle greens like arugula for bone-supporting vitamin K. Optimal nutrition after 60 isn't about restriction. It's about precision. It's about understanding your changing body and feeding it what helps it thrive. You don't have to give up foods you love unless they're clearly causing problems. You don't have to follow every nutrition trend. But you do deserve to feel your best, and sometimes small adjustments can make a surprisingly big difference. The vegetables I've shared today aren't magic cures or dangerous toxins. They're just information to help you make choices that support your individual health goals. If this balanced, practical approach resonates with you, I'd love for you to subscribe. I share evidence-based strategies for healthy aging every week, always with the understanding that you're the expert on your own body. Your health journey is unique. Honor that. Trust yourself. And remember, the goal isn't perfect nutrition. It's better nutrition that fits your life and makes you feel good. Take care, and I'll see you next week when we talk about the simple hydration mistakes that could be affecting your energy and joint comfort. Until then, listen to your body. It's usually trying to tell you something important.